our topic will be, what qualities do you look for in a man and a woman when it comes to dating? Our panel tonight will be Monroe, Melissa, Michael, Jermaine, and Demetrius. And I'm just going to start and get right into the topic. Because, you know, we talk all the time, women, we get together, men, we get together. You guys do your barbershop talking, and we definitely do talking everywhere. It doesn't take the beauty shop. We talk about you all the time. And the first thing we want to talk about is, what is the first thing attracts you when you see a woman?
First thing that attracts me when I see a woman is the way she carries herself, the way her clothes fit on her, if her hair's together, how she mingles with the crowd, with the people, is she snobby, is she prude, or is she polite and respectful? All that I take into consideration before I even approach her.
You all that? You can see all that?
Yeah.
So that means you are really focused on that one woman there.
Yeah, before
But if a woman walks past you down the street, you don't have time to study.
I can size her up in 5 seconds.
Wow.
That's a bad brother.
Wow. Not only that, she better be a bad sister, because those qualities were serious.
Yeah, I mean, from her shoes, you could, like you said, a woman walking down the street, you could look at her shoes, her outfit, the way she walks, her the way she keep her hair. You can tell all that in 5 seconds.
I'm a little bit different. I'm just being honest. What attracts me is just her beauty. The first thing attracts me. Most men are material driven, just like you drive past a car lot. That car is with, you know, you see that car, and I want that. You don't start looking for the interior and everything, but the outside of the car is what attracts you. And that's the first thing, just to be honest, the first thing. I have to be attracted to him. If I'm not attracted to him, then, you know, it's not even going to second base. Matter of fact, I'm not even going to first base. So the attraction.
So when you say the outside of the car, are you good at the make of the model?
Both.
Because in that person now,
Yeah,
I can look at a car and be like, okay, that color is beautiful.
Yeah.
But then I can be like, okay, that's a big body. I like that. I need a big car. Or, you know, I'm just saying,
Well,
or, you know, whatever.
I think every man has their preference of what
Okay.
they like. Some men like the fit ladies, some like the plus size. It's all in the purpose of what the man likes. So I can't speak for all men out there, but like I said, when I first see a woman, you know, her attraction, her body, her face, and to be honest with you, I will, you know, kind of agree with what he said. Her confidence in her walk. What she has on really doesn't get me, because me, honestly, I've seen a lot of girls like that, but then they're not taking care of their kids, they ain't got no job, and to be honest with you, their upkeep is 1,000 and their rent is 500.
Yeah, but that's when we get to second base.
I'm not going there.
I mean, when you get to know them, that's when I get to figure out that out. And if this may be just a booty call, or if this is gonna be, you know, I ain't even gonna deal with her, or.
But you really can't tell all that when you first.
Yeah, when you first see them.
Not when you first see them, no. But I'm just saying, like you said, when you get into the ring, see what her priorities are. That's when you move forward.
Okay. So what about ladies? What attracts you about a man?
I'm gonna be honest. First thing that attracts me is his height. Because if another 4'2" brother, it's not gonna happen. So I'm sorry, his height and his swag, he has to be put together, and athletic build. I don't want no 6'4", 150 man. That wouldn't look right. So I have to say his height and his swag.
What if he just got a high metabolism and he just can't gain no weight?
That's not gonna attract me. She said, what attracts my eye?
Right.
His height, his build, and the way he carries himself.
What about his haircut, facial?
No, because he could be dreaded up, he could be bald headed, he could be a nice little short, deep wave. That hair is not really a big issue.
It's pretty good. What about you, Denise?
I'm a little different. I do care about hair. I prefer a bald-headed man with a very dark skin. But that's my preference, but I'm not stuck at a certain. I will date a light skinned guy, but I prefer a very, very dark man. But that catches my eye is a very nice looking guy, well groomed. I don't like heavy set men. They do not attract me. That's just my preference. I don't like heavy set guys. And I look at the body. If his body is nice, face look good, then I look at his shoes. That means a lot to me. So you have on some busted shoes, and maybe if you have on a work uniform, I expect your shoes maybe to be rather worn. But if you're dressed nice, have on jeans, and you have on something that looks like you've been working in the sewer, then no, I gotta keep moving.
Okay, so we're talking about what attracts you. So what would get you that, hey, how you doing? What's your name?
What would get me?
What's the approach? Because we hear too many crazy lines and things.
Most of the time, women don't approach me. I mean, that's just the nature of the game. We keep it real, you know.
Some don't.
Yeah, some don't. You know, for the most part. My thing is, back to the first question.
Okay.
The first thing that attracts me, we are people, you know, we have like, you know, we creatures of desire. So the first thing, we got to be honest. First thing we looking at is beauty. So the first thing I'm looking at is beauty. You know, we checking y'all out from head to toe. We looking at the hair, we looking at the body, shape, whatever. We looking at the toes, are you keeping your feet down? You know, we looking at all of that. Y'all do us the same way. And I'm kind of like brother Demetri. I kind of like, Jermaine. Okay.
You call me
I'm like this. I try to pick up on people's energy because though we have a body, in reality we are energy. And believe it or not, you give off an aura, you give off energy, and you can kind of pick that up in a person's demeanor. Especially if you don't know if a sister's watching. If she don't know that you're watching her, then she's at her most natural then. Mm-hmm. So you really just want to kind of wait. It's kind of like fishing. You know what I'm saying? You want to wait, watch, see what's going on. You're attracted to the physical beauty, and then you're trying to pick up on, you know, how she is as a person, but you don't know her.
Right.
So you just try to pick up on her vibe, you know, whatever she may be doing at the grocery store, car wash, whatever.
So it kind of goes back to what Mama was saying.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it takes a while for me to just pick up on, you know, someone. You got to talk to them and get to know them, you know, meet and greet. You know, are they comfortable with talking to you?
Right.
Or, you know, are they, you know.
And that was what I was just about to ask. So once you get there, you introduce yourself or whatever. What is that deal breaker that make you go, From the first conversation? I mean, after you talk to a man for 3 or 4 minutes or a woman, you kind of know, you're like,
Snobbish, you know. She may look well, but she got that attitude like she's unapproachable, you know what I'm saying? You're beneath me. Or if I'm in a club setting and I see a sister or whatever, and I've always been like this, and a brother, just an average Joe, come up to her and try to talk to her, and she, you know, turning her nose up, and you don't know who that brother is. Give him a chance, you know what I'm saying? Don't put him down. You know, that's a turn off for me.
Well, I have to kind of disagree with you, because the reason why I would disagree, you don't know what happened beforehand. And I've seen that a lot. Prime example, I've seen a dude, before I get there, hey girl, let me get you a drink, disrespect her, and then I show up, or you show up, and then he try to come back around. So all you see is the second approach. So that's why I don't go off of that. And you know, let me say one thing. I was listening to an interview with Jay-Z was saying, you're not gonna put your failures and your downfall and your fears on me. So just because she turned down one dude, hey, I guess his swag ain't like mine. I mean, that's just how I'm gonna look at it. But I will say, what would be if we talk for 20 minutes and 18 minutes is her talking about herself? I don't.
So that kind of go back to being a little snobby.
Just because she treated that brother like that don't give her the right to treat you like that.
Oh no, I agree about that. But I'm saying, as far as seeing how she deals with other people, because you said just as well.
Oh, you talking about after you get to talking to her?
Yeah. But you know, one thing I will say that I don't even try to approach a girl just because she's attractive. I don't try to approach her like, oh, we're gonna hook up. My biggest thing is I always feel like because most, in my opinion, that I've encountered, most women have been hurt, broken, or disrespected. So let's knock that wall down by a little laughter. You know, let's joke around. Let's just see. You know, let's have fun. You know, there's been on occasions where I've seen people you just have fun and you walk off and they're kind of like, I don't have to get your number. Let's have fun. Let's joke. Let's move. Let's keep it moving. So every conversation doesn't have to turn out into a date.
Okay. Okay, but if it's a club setting and you know you want a date,
And I know I want a date.
I mean, really, after 20 minutes of speaking with
I'm a
somebody,
Leo.
you
I'm
know.
going straight forward.
Okay.
I'm a
That's
Leo.
what I'm
I mean, I'm a Leo. I'm just gonna go straight. Are you attracted to me? I would personally ask, are you attracted to me? Because you ain't attracted to me. We ain't got nothing else to talk about. You know, let's just.
You asked that the first.
Are you attracted to me?
I ain't never had this. They ain't gonna be on the day if they not attracted with me, so that's how I do it.
Whoa, not in 2013. If you get a free meal.
You know what?
No. Hold up. You can't. You know, one thing, you can't speak. You ladies may not do that, but there are a lot of ladies that will go out to get a free meal.
I agree.
So I'm not saying you or you, but there are females that will
There are.
get
Or
a free,
some free drink.
a free drink.
I totally agree with
That may not be you. but
I
there
do.
are females
And I'm
that
gonna tell you why
I
I
was about
Person.
R. Kelly concert. She was like, huh? He took me to see R. Kelly. I wasn't interested. But
You know what
I know
I
see R.
heard
Kelly.
women do is say the same exact thing that I know I'm not gonna be with him, but he over here buying these drinks. So it is. It's true.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
ran across that.
It's true. So you know. Well, you wouldn't know. You would just be buying drinks. She's not gonna tell you. I just want you to buy me.
This about something he said.
There you go. And that's.
Cause I don't drink.
I'm not a big drinker, so.
Michael.
Michael, you said something earlier about when you see a woman in the club if she's snobbish. Can you always tell that a woman is snobbish just from looking? And the reason why I say that is because I asked two of my brothers. I said, why is it when I go out with my girlfriends, I'm the one that always gets stared at, but I never get any phone numbers. All of my friends, cousins, everybody would end up with a phone number at the end of the night. I just get stared at. No one ever approached me. And my brother said, on the surface, men sometimes can be intimidated because sometimes if a woman is too pretty, they assume that she is snobbish. So they rather not even approach her, not knowing that she's not snobbish. So sometimes can men just assume
Well,
a
it's-
woman
yeah.
is snobbish and she's not.
Well, it's not all about always, like you said, being snobbish. You know, a lot of brothers have low self-esteem. You may, to him, just because he think that you are attractive, beautiful, whatever, he might have a low self-esteem about himself, and he'll think that he's not on your level. That's not your problem. That's his problem. You shouldn't change your game. You know what I'm saying?
And it's awesome to hear men say that.
Yeah.
Really, it is.
You shouldn't have to lower your
because you hear
standard.
too many men say women are needy, women have low self-esteem. When in reality, men are just as needy. A lot of men are here with
But
low
you don't know
self-esteem.
that she's needy when you meet her. You don't know that. So a man can't say, a
Mm-hmm.
man
But
can't
if she's
say,
Sometimes you can
well-groomed,
tell.
you just automatically
Unless-
assume that if she's in the club and she's sitting, you know, like a lady or whatever, you assume she's snooty or you assume she's stuck up, and she may just be sitting back enjoying the atmosphere.
he's just straight up scared to holler at you.
Right,
Keep
right.
your mind out. He just scared to holler at you.
That's true.
You know what I'm
I'm gonna
saying?
just
But
feed off-
stare and get my friends number. I mean, you're not the girl, but you know what I'm saying.
Well, I was just gonna feed off what Mike said. Like I said, I really don't do a lot of assumption that if I approach a woman, I can tell if you're snobbish or not. I may look at not just one guy. You may 3 or 4 guys may have approached you, and you probably turn them all down the same way, and that's just like a major turn off. Or if I really desire you, I'm gonna approach you yourself. I don't care if it's Janet Jackson sitting over there. I'm coming to holler at you. I don't care what level you on, what you do for a living. All that goes out the door when I'm trying to get at you anyway. So.
A prime example I saw on the internet, a young brother in high school. He said, well, look, I'm going to send Evelyn from Love and Hip Hop. What was that? Was that Love and Hip Hop? Basketball Wives. He sent her a request to come to his prom. The average brother probably would have said, she's unapproachable. She accepted and she came and took him to the prom. Well, she accompanied him to the prom. You know what I'm saying? The brother didn't look at no barriers. She was
Right.
Evelyn. She was a TV star. I'm a teenager. You know what I'm saying? He stepped out on faith. You got to walk on water sometimes.
Can
That's how I
I
look at it.
I'm gonna also say, most men, here's, don't want to get too deep. Most men, this day and time, come from single parents. So that I've encountered, that I'm around. So they really, and this is what I always say sometimes with single mothers, because I have my 3 boys, and I had to realize so many times we talk about we're raising our sons, and I have a change of mind now. I'm not raising 3 sons. I'm raising 3 future husbands and fathers. And the reason why I say that is because we never instill to how to approach them.
That's right.
We never instill, this is what she wants to hear. So that man, like we said, doesn't have that confidence to come to you. And be quite frank with you, sometimes getting it from your mother is a little bit different than getting it from a female cousin or something like that. So I'm just only speaking from my experience. So most males don't even know how to approach a woman respectfully, you know. And it's so funny we're sitting here talking about it, and it seems like when we talk about approaching a female, it seems like it's always, well, get a drink. I'm not gonna get you a drink first.
Okay, so let me ask you this: do you have one man? Do he see 5 different women and approach 5 different women in 5 different ways, based off how the woman carries
herself? It depends
herself?
on what type of brother he is. You know what I'm saying? If he just out to get what he want, he gonna go to you. If he can't get there, he gonna go to the next.
I agree.
It depends on the type of brother. I'm gonna elaborate on what he said.
Go ahead.
I think I said it in a previous D-line taping where most of us, we grew up without father figures, older brothers, uncles, you know, somebody to mentor us and guide us into that manhood role, you know. So whether you're 16 or 66, if you never learn, you never know. You know, and a lot of women say, well, I don't have time to be trying to raise no grown-ass man. But y'all are the last line of defense. White man ain't gonna try to do, he trying to destroy us every day. Most of the time, like, you know, you can't put everybody in the same category, but most white women, they're gonna let you get away with what you want to get away with. You know, a lot of brothers don't want to go through the, you know, relationship is tough. You gotta work on it every day. You know what I mean? So you might not want to go through that struggle, but y'all are the last line of defense. You know, you may see a brother, he has a quality, he won't even see it in himself.
So you're saying that we shouldn't give up.
Well,
I mean, you're not talking now we're talking me in my 40s and a man in his 40s, and I have to spend 2 or 3 years babysitting this man to be a man?
Well, don't waste your time. If he can accept constructive criticism and he can basically listen to you and you can help guide him and he's making progress. Yeah, stick in there if he's making progress, but don't give him forever. Say, look, you're taking too long. You know, I'm expecting you to be.
Listen, I don't have a problem having a teammate, and I don't have a problem with let's hold hands and let's do this together. But a grown man, when I first meet him, and we're already talking probably no job. I'm just saying, no job. But you have a few visions and dreams. You've not even tried to even touch on them. So I'm helping you. I'm pushing you. But I see this man don't have no get up and go.
You wasted your time.
I know that.
So can I elaborate on that? I hear a lot of people say that and they'll get in a relationship and that's like, I know this and I've been sticking by them and this and that. But 9 times out of 10, during that first week, that first month, or that cordial meeting of them, you already knew what that person was. You knew that person didn't have no drive. You knew that person was this way and that way and this way, and you kind of figured, well, if I gave him a little push, I would be there for him. And then when you felt like it's not coming on time, now you're getting frustrated about it. But if you would have went back when your red flag 1, 2, and 3 came up, and for you to go out the door, you would have been on to the next brother who is trying to get on his points and get on his rights and get there instead of wasting 2, 3, 6, 8, 9 years.
On somebody.
Okay, but my question is, how many brothers do you have to help support to get to where they want to be until you say? I mean, because a lot of times
I think that's on the woman.
Because I think sometimes, what I'm saying is, sometimes you get with a guy, say you're young, you're fresh out of college, well, we're going to work and we're going to build something. Well, you work and build something, and then he gets to thinking high-minded once he's accomplished, and that relationship didn't work. And then you get with another guy, and he's struggling to get on his feet, and we're going to work together, we're going to build something. A lot of times you see guys don't end up with the woman that they were with during the struggle.
But again,
I mean,
you
that's,
still have to start checking yourself. What is it about you keep attracting these guys that you're having to take care of? It's about the woman. at
I
that
understand that, but what he said that it's on the black woman to
point.
support.
He just trying to
support-
say. I don't think he said it's on the black one. I think he's saying
He
like
said the
just
white
don't
man,
really give.
the white man is not going
He
to
says
do it.
kind of like
The white
falling,
women
yeah.
are too gullible, so we're the last line of defense. So
I'm saying, as far as a brother being where he needs to be, you are the last line of defense. He don't know how to do it himself. Who's teaching? him?
Okay, but at what point?
Well-
Now, at what point? Now you're past your 20s. Now you're past your 30s. At what point? I mean, for real.
Can I want to say, I want to come to you. And I put this on my Facebook the other day. You're right. I see a lot of women that chase men. I always tell my female cousins, you have a lot of people that have dreams with no plan.
That's right.
And the thing is, you have a lot of dream chasers. You have a lot of dream chasers. So, as a woman, I would always say, see that man's plan.
That's right.
And the reason I say is, the reason why I say that, think about something. Think about something. Let's think about something. When you go for a job, what do they give you? They give you your expectations. This is your role, and this is what you're gonna do. You're in fitness. When I come and train with you, and I say this is what I want to do, it's like you give me a
Well, she
plan.
asked you, where do you want to be?
Yeah, she asked me, but she gives me a plan
Right.
written down. This is what you have to do to be successful and everything. Why do we not take the same approach with relationships?
Why? I totally agree with you.
You
I totally
could
agree with
actually figure that out when you in a relationship, just to coincide with your answer and yours. When does it start at 20, 30, 40, 50? If you with a man, I don't care if you get with him at 40, you could get a preview of his overall
you. And it
life.
don't take 10 months
It
or
don't.
a year.
It don't. You
It
can
don't
look
take
at
but a minute.
does he got kids? Is he supportive to his kids? Is he on chase? Do he see his kids? Do he have time with his kids?
All that.
Is
You
his
can see
credit-
that.
But the thing I'm saying
Because
is
if you
the
are
issue-
dating a man, like he's saying, for a month or two, and he's yet to bring his kids, even talk about them, I mean, it's just certain things you can see.
Whoa,
and
But
find
what
out.
I'm
bring my
saying-
kids around.
No, you got that right.
I'm not saying, I'm not saying bring them around. He's never even told you he had kids. Because listen,
But-
I have dated,
You side piece.
I just came,
Well, there you go.
You sound-
I have just taken out a very long relationship of 15 years. But before him, it was my son's father. And I was with him for 8 years. Crazy. I've been in very long relationships. But with the next guy, he didn't see my son for 2 years. And he was like, I've never, 2. And I'm going to tell you why. 2, because it took me that long. And we were just dating. We never had that title. When we came in, he told me what, okay, I see a woman in this city over here. So I didn't come in dating. I just came in enjoying what we were doing. No titles on it. So it wasn't until, we were just kind of doing our thing, hanging out. So it wasn't until almost 2 years later when we decided we were going to make this exclusive. But that's when that conversation came up. That's when the kids came into play. I have a son. And the last thing I knew was my son has never, to this day, ever seen this man I was with 15 years come in my bedroom or out of. I respected my son that much.
You got that.
He is 22 years old today. And he can never say, I seen that man come in. Because it was just a respect thing. I had too many guy friends say, man, I respect my mom, but I know my mom dated quite a few men was coming in and out the house. And I never wanted my son to view me, his mother, in that light. So I was very protected on that. And I was like, he hung out with us. We went places together. Yes, he done seen him over my house. We done been to his house, but he never just seen him come. I never gave him that picture of my mom coming in and out this bedroom. Just
Right.
didn't do it. That was my preference.
Most likely,
I just didn't do it.
If he don't see you doing it, then he won't.
He won't, but
pick
let
up
me
bad
tell you,
habits
he's
and do it
22
himself.
now, and I've always taught him open doors, shut him, whatever. He is so respectful, and I taught him to date only one girl because you can hurt or whatever. He is in a relationship. He's been in 3.5 years. He just asked me yesterday, he said, Mom, you know what? I think I'm just ready to date. I think I need to break it up, which is great because he could have been a man who's just out here cheating. He's in college. He just graduated. He's on his way back. But you know what? But let me tell you what I did. I told him, well, you know what? Maybe, you're in college, you need to date. He told me, well, Mama, you the one told me you only have one girlfriend at a time. So I had to go back on what I was teaching him.
I have to stop because I have to ask this question because this is a question I ask a lot of people. You just put two things together, and I think sometimes we get, in my opinion, it's confusion.
It is.
You said dating, then you said girlfriend.
Right.
Why can't you date multiple people?
That's what I'm telling him now.
Because some people think, oh, I'm dating, we're exclusive. No.
I totally agree. It's separate, and that's what I'm telling him now. I said you need to
A lot of
date.
females don't know how to separate this.
They don't, but when he's calling,
Hold on, I'm telling you why they don't know how to separate that. You're saying we're dating, but then when you have relations with a woman, her mind is like, okay, we're sleeping together, so we're you can't, but you know what? You're a man.
That's where a lot of females miss themselves up. Hold on, no. That's the problem where y'all miss yourselves at. Do you make yourself known? Because most
brothers don't.
It goes back to those first conversations. What did we talk about? If he told you in the beginning that he wasn't looking for a relationship, he just want to hang out and date, here's the women's problem. Now I'm gonna speak on the woman's problem. Here's the woman's problem. We look past what this man said. We put in our left earplugs. And it's not a man's fault. We do. We look at him and we're thinking, you know what? He's talking about he don't want to be his girlfriend. We go out all the time. We hang out. We yada. But that doesn't mean he wants you to be his girlfriend.
Exactly.
If you all have not said we're exclusive, then take it for what it is. Stop running.
But then they say mixed signals
You
sometimes.
dating them, and first thing you out with another dude, they like, damn, what's up? Like.
And what's bad about that is, but what's bad about
So it
that?
goes both ways.
And what's bad about that is, then they'll call you a freak.
Right now.
Right.
If I date that person.
Okay, right. Okay, you just said No, not sexing them, no. Okay,
We dating.
It doesn't matter.
We might be over your house watching a movie, going
It doesn't
out to
matter.
eat,
Listen, let me
you
tell
still
you.
gonna get
It's not a date.
certain
Going to
way.
your house to watch a movie is not a date.
Even if you don't
Kill
feel
that.
cookies.
That's not a date. That is not a date. We need to stop that. We don't need to go out and watch a movie and chill. It's not a date.
But it,
So
It's not a date.
I mean,
Could
what
be
is-
stingy.
Here's the thing.
So that's not stingy.
That is
Yeah,
not
it's
a
quality
date.
time.
That is not a date.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Even if a man do not get the cookies, but you date him, and then next week you're with another man who didn't get the cookies, and say in a month you're with another man who did get the cookies, a man still calling you a freak.
no,
Yes, he is.
Let me say
Oh,
this.
yes,
Let me
he
say
is.
this.
no.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Because if he really liked you, because if you
thinking that.
maybe
A
not.
grown
Well, no, I know grown up call themselves grown real men. And if
That's
a
an
man
emotional
is,
man.
that's an indication. But if a man is like
You got three brothers on the stage. A brother that'll say that to you, he got low
And
self-esteem.
he caught feelings.
He's emotional.
He done caught feelings. That's all
Emotional
he
man.
made
They can do it, but they can't.
No, that man just
cannot
caught feelings
accept it.
because, like you said, if you dating, it's dating. I can date how many women I want to date. She can date how many women she want to date.
Okay,
It's dating.
but let's not talk about the man himself. Let's talk about the people. I just seen Babylon. I was so last week. I just seen, oh, she a freak.
But I think
Yeah.
Okay, but hold that thought. We're gonna have to take a break. Take a break. Everybody breathe. We'll be back in just a few minutes.